Tonight, from across Australia and around the world, it's time to look back and unpack the week from the cheap seats with special guests, home and away royalty Len McGranger and comedian Ben Lomas. And now, here are your hosts, Melanie Cresswell and Tim McDonald.
Great to have you with us. We've got the crowd from Ellen in tonight as we wind back the biggest news stories of the last 7 days.
Exactly, to bring you the best bits you might have missed.
Let's start with the big story.
Big beef backflip.
Beef backflip.
The PM backflips on American beef.
Can we see that backflip?
Oh, Jesus.
There it is. Still scored higher than Reagan.
Is that right?
amazingly. So that was good.
So, as the Prime Minister explained, the Australian government will now allow US beef sourced from Mexico and Canada into the country.
That ban on Canadian and Mexican beef is what's been lifted this morning. The Agriculture Minister saying that it's because the US has introduced better tracking and tracing of the animals.
This is what it's all about, better tracking and tracing, because in the old days it was hard to determine which beef came from America and which beef came from Mexico. Okay. Thankfully, it's a little easier to track now.
Okay.
So this is a beef from America.
OK, yeah, but there's a difference in the Mexican beef.
There's a slight difference. See if you can spot the Mexican beef differences. They're subtle, but we can now trace them.
And much like the beef, Tim prefers his jokes not well done.
Thank you.
Look.
We'll get that back to Guzman and Gomez.
Yes. OK, this is a big story. The ban on beef from Mexico and Canada was all about protecting Australians from mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease led to the ban. It never made it to our shores, so we thought.
Bulls. Moo.
Yeah.
I think there's been one case.
I think it snuck through.
Well, that's Barnaby Joyce, and say what you will about Barnaby.
Barnaby Joyce is one man who hasn't had his political testicles removed.
Maybe it's about time.
Yeah.
Sticking with politics, and Barnaby Joyce was involved in a bit of a tete-a-tete this week with fellow Nationals Michael McCormack and current leader David Littleproud.
Barnaby and Michael want the coalition to drop net zero tactics.
This is how Shadow Minister Dan Tehan described them.
When there is two steers fighting in a neighbour's paddock, I'll let them do their fighting.
We're not steers. Steers have been emasculated, but certainly haven't been emasculated. I'm quite virile and ready to go as far as politics is concerned. Yeah.
And I'm ready to go throw up.
Yeah. I think we need to remove his testicles. Well, Michael McCormack, he went on Sky News during the week to clear the air.
Let's hope you and Barnaby and David Littleproud and others can get together and talk about it soon. Thanks for joining us, Michael. I appreciate it. Michael McCormack there, the former Deputy Prime Minister, former Nationals leader. Not too chatty.
That's because you cut him off.
Well, we heard from National Senator Matt Canavan this week talking about net zero and energy, but in a way that the kids will understand.
I think the Australian people are right to ask, like Ashton Kutcher famously did a few years ago, dude, where's my cheaper energy?
What a recent reference.
What a topical reference.
You know, that movie released in 2000? Oh, I just want to see a couple of dudes after a hangover just talk about policy, don't you, Tim?
I agree.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm a fan of Ashton's more recent work, 2.5% increase in household energy bills. Let's move on. Let's head to Scotland now.
Glasgow has gone with a mythical creature as its mascot for next year's Commonwealth Games, a unicorn named Finny. She came to life with the help of school children and has a traffic cone as a horn.
It was either that or Dougal the drunk. So now, of course, Glasgow takes over after the Victorian government pulled out of hosting the Commonwealth Games because it was too expensive. Which is a shame because Victoria had some great mascots lined up as well. I think, of course, of Barry the budget blowout.
Okay.
There was also Marvin the machete-wielding maniac.
Okay.
And my favourite, Ursula the unfinished train tunnel. She'll be ready for Melbourne 2068, no worries about that.
Well, staying in Scotland.
President Trump arrives in Scotland for a private 4-day visit
To play golf and meet with UK and EU leaders.
And Donald Trump got a great welcome from the Scottish locals.
He is the President of America, so what can you do?
I'm waiting and I'm coming so I can go down the up and down.
Well said.
So true.
Exactly.
So true.
A big visit by the US president.
Though not everyone was happy to see him.
Across Scotland, hundreds of protesters hit the streets.
I absolutely despise
signifies everything that the man stands for.
Wow, that is someone dressed as a political testicle, I believe, to distract from the media and protesters. And this is true, Trump blasted music.
It's from a musical, yeah. Memories.
Music boomed out from the convoy of golf carts.
Yes, from the musical Cats, which he loves grabbing, I think. Yeah.
He went on to sing, "Memories! I have no Jeffrey Epstein memories!"
Tim has had his testicles removed.
I have.
That's how he got those
Put them
notes.
back on.
Well, Trump met with the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer
Yes.
and held a press conference where he announced...
I don't do drawings. I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings. Sometimes people would say, would you draw a building? And I'll draw 4 lines and a little roof, you know, for a charity stuff. But I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women.
So when he's drawing those buildings, he makes sure he puts a glass ceiling in as well. So that's nice. Well, staying in the US. And Trump also made an announcement this week on drug prices.
We're going to get the drug prices down, not 30 or 40%, which would be great, not 50 or 60, no. We're going to get them down 1,000%, 600%, 500%, 1,500%. Numbers that are not even thought to be achievable.
We've done the calculations.
Yes.
A $15 box of Panadol would instead cost negative $450.
They're paying you to take them.
Numbers no one could think of. It's genius. Anyway, that was... White House.
Mind you, my favourite news from the US this week has to be...
This miniature horse sharing her musical talents to help wake kids up from anesthesia at Shriners for Children Medical Center.
Waking up from general anaesthetic, just like, oh, I feel a bit down. Is that a miniature pony playing the keyboard?
Because nothing says reality like a horse on the keys.
And they brought me a steak with a sombrero on it. What the hell is going on?
That horse is actually part of an animal choir at the hospital. For you, comedian Ben Lomas and Golden Logie nominee Linda Granger join us in the cheap seats.
Global pop star Katy Perry has snuck into, how's this?
Well, how's this? Has snuck into, Chris?
NASA.
Well, living outside of Australia, looking for the best place to watch. Have you been paying attention? Our YouTube channel is the place you're looking for. We're releasing brand new episodes for our overseas friends of the show.
So you guys are a couple, is that what it is?
On the official Have You Been Paying Attention YouTube channel. Subscribe today.